We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. The Cubbies are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Chris Vina will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Into the box now, Adam Greenberg, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First offering on its way. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Batting second, the left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Pete Armstrong, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. One out, nobody on. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Fastball well outside. Two and 2.
I got to count 2 and 2.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Embry.
At the plate, J.C. Embry, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Hit out towards second. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
In now, Freddie Santiago, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 2-0 on the way is in there for strike 1. Embry leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Cubs strand one. It's the Cubs 0 with the Reds coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Trevor Bauer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Stepping into the box, Michael Jordan. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Michael Jordan.
And the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Batting second, the left fielder, Willie Gill.
Digging in now, Willie Gill. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
The 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. The 1-2.
Ball.
And he chased it in the dirt. Grimes recovers, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the second baseman.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Michael Black. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
The 2-1 is outside for a ball.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And that is in there at the letters to run it full, 3-2.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another full count pitch home. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Reds are down in order. We are still scoreless. Stepping in, Ryan Buckner. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Ryan Buckner.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Jason-Kipnis.
And as the second baseman, Jason-Kipnis is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First delivery to him on the way.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation. I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. In time to first, and there are two away.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Into the box, Ben Zobrist. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. At the plate, Johnny Duncan. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score.
Johnny Duncan.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good off-speed pitch. Had him out in front for strike 1.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
I got to count 1 and 2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Full count, 3-2. Jim Jolly waits on deck. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Jim.
Into the box now, Jim Jolly. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First offering on its way. A runner at first with no outs here. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Has a look. Now the pitch. On the ground is short. This could be two. Reined in. To second for one. On to first to complete the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Now at the plate, Marcus Gutierrez comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
Bauer into his motion. Here it comes on 1-0. Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. Bottom of the second here with no score. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jimmy Grimes, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. In there for strike one. Grimes is widely considered one of the elite backstops in the game. Of course, his skills behind the plate are well documented, and in a position like catcher, that makes a big difference for his team every night he straps it on.
And for obvious reasons. And he allows the pitching staff to throw any pitch, any count, knowing they can bounce that breaking ball and feel like it's coming right back to him. This guy, he is really one of the special defenders in our sport.
2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Bauer.
Standing in now, Trevor Bauer, as he sends it on the ground to first. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
Stepping into the box, Adam Greenberg, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Runs up and gets this one down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
Now batting, left fielder, Pete.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Pete Armstrong. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First delivery to him on the way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
2-1 now. From the belt, the pitch. Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Digging in the switch hitter, J.C. Embry. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Ooh, and he finds his spot there, 1-1. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Jordan retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. In now for the Reds, Claude Metz. And he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Greenberg is right there, 1 down.
Batting it, the third baseman, Roger Garcia.
Now in the box, Roger Garcia looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope. Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Swing and a line drive, but foul. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Batting ninth.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Chris Vina, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bauer gets the sign. Here's the delivery. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
1-1 the count now. Now the pitch. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. And now a pitch on the way. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare, almost unhittable. Nasty downward action, high 80s velocity.
Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. Embry is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Santiago comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. He's through first and hustling for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
At the plate now, Ryan Buckner batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he fouls this one off.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airman.
It's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning. The leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
On to first, and it's double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to score.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Pitch on the way. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Fielded cleanly. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cubs 1 and the Reds nothing. Leading off the inning, Michael Jordan, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Michael Jordan.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Ball one. In his career, Jordan owns just over 1,900 base hits in his career. 1-1 to the Reds' leadoff man. And that's taken up and in for ball two. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Curveball hit on the ground to shortstop. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So coming to the plate, Willie Gill. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. A ball and a strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. And the payoff pitch. Full count still. Payoff pitch one more time. Too high, and that cost him ball four.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Michael Black.
So striding in, Michael Black, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike one. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
The 1-2 misses off the plate. The 2-2 runs a bit inside for a ball.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball four.
Swung on and blasted foul to the right. And wow, that got all the way out to the Riverfront Club. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. The next 3-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Left side, but well foul.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Standing in, Johnny Duncan. He drew a walk his first time up. Bauer pauses. Here it comes. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Fouled away. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the third strike, and that's the third out of the inning.
Reds leave one. It remains 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Jimmy Grimes. And the pitch.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Trevor Bauer.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Trevor Bauer. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Oh, that's that.
The 1-0 home. Fouled off. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Duncan is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Adam Greenberg. First delivery to him on the way. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Gill will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they lead it 1-0. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off.
Striding in, Jim Jolly. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game. Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Digging in to try it again, Marcus Gutierrez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. One out, nobody on. Fouled away. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. In now, Claude Metz. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Bauer sets his sights. 0-1 on its way.
Got a ball, one strike.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. All even now, 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. And here's a slider that misses below the knees. It's ball 4.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Stepping up to the plate, Roger Casilla, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. Outside and low, 3-0. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Pete Armstrong. First offering on its way. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Jordan is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, J.C. Embry.
Digging in once again, J.C. Embry. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
I like that pitch on 0-2 there. Busted him in, and even though he missed with that one, that hitter isn't as likely to dive out over the plate the rest of this AB.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Center fielder giving chase, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Pitch out, nothing doing. Runners on first with 1 down. Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And again a throw, a dive, but he's back. Now the 1-0, and there he goes towards second. Hit down the line at first. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Into the box now, Ryan Buckner, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
2 out here and a runner at second. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. The set and the 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And another foul ball. The 2-2 froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Leading off the inning, Chris Vina, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Chris Villa.
First pitch on its way. Strike taken up in the zone.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with the strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
So now to the plate, Michael Jordan, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
Armstrong is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 33, Willie Gill.
Ready for another shot now, Willie Gill. Bauer sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
Behind 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw to first ends the inning. Reds are down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Ready once again, Jason Kipnis. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as a lefty's begun to heat up down there. The left-handed hitting Kipnis awaits the 1-0. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. He'll leave after 6, and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Rondell Carlisle takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Rondell Carlisle.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
To the plate now, Jimmy Grimes. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Runners off for second. And he falls behind 0-2. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. The 1-2.
Yep, that ball went out.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Runners on first with 1 down. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
3-2 pitch. That's popped up. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Trevor Bauer.
Stepping in now, Trevor Bauer. Now a bunt attempt here. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. At the plate, Michael Black. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Armstrong will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder, Johnny Junkin.
Digging in, Johnny Duncan. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
All right, let's address the elephant in the room right here. This guy's absolutely dealing, throwing a no-hitter, but that pitch count's getting up there. He's going to have to be super efficient in these later innings if his manager's going to give him a shot.
1-1 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
At the plate, Jim Jolly. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0 is a ball below the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They still trail 1-0. Robert Lewis has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 4, Robert Lewis.
All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Adam Greenberg.
Adam Greenberg.
First delivery to him on the way. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Line drive to left. Gill comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for route number 1.
The left fielder.
A look here at our starter comparison. And again, I don't want to be called the jinx, but the number to watch is in that hit column on the left side of your screen. A big 0. Now at the plate, Pete Armstrong. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is.
No, that's down.
And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. One out, nobody on.
Hey.
1-0 pitch is a splitter in there, 1-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 1-1.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Full count now, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So a solo shot here to left center field. 6th home run on the season for him as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
And you know who's the happiest about that insurance run right now? The guys in the bullpen. They can now breathe a little easier knowing they have a bigger cushion to work with to close this one out.
In now, J.C. Embry as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's popped up. Casilla calls for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the right fielder, Freddie Santiago.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Freddie Santiago. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Hit hard on the ground towards second, right to him. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Marcus Gutierrez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And they'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Ready now, Claude Metz. Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. 1 out, nobody on. Strike 2 up in the zone. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Now another 0-2. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Coming to the plate now, Roger Casilla. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Bauer's ready. First pitch on its way.
Oh, that's out.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get...
And he struck him out. So he's now through 8 full innings and will take his no-hit bid into the 9th. Reds are down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Lincoln Veras will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Mark Drake is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Striding in to start the 9th, Ryan Buckner, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball, that's out.
Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line, but this will be a foul ball. The 1-1.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate now, Jason Kipnis. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he strikes him out as well, so make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box now, Ben Zobrist, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Two out, nobody on. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2 balls and a strike to count. Two and two.
2-2.
Line to the right side. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
The catcher, number 9, Jimmy.
Standing in now, Jimmy Grimes, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
hit to short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Nothing in the Cubs half of the ninth. Last chance now for the Reds. They trail 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Mark Drake. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. Drake, a 22-year-old, is currently the third leading vote getter in all-star balloting at shortstop. He's had a good campaign so far, but the competition at that position is very strong.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
3-0 to him now. The 3-0. That one's in there, 3-1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
The 3-1 pitch. And that is the start they were looking for, down by 2, as that misses for ball 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
So digging in now, Michael Jordan, who represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
He's set, and the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Now a throw over, runner back standing. The 1-0. A ball hit softly on a line to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
The left fielder, number 23, Willie Gill.
So stepping in, Willie Gill. Ready. Here's the first offering.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Runner at first here, one man out. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Armstrong is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Now batting, the second baseman, Michael Black.
So striding forward now, Michael Black. He is the final man standing in the way of possible history here tonight. He's set. Here it comes.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
And there's ball one. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The Reds down to their last strike. Swing, and he pops him up. This should do it. Zobrist is there, makes the catch, and there it is, a no-hitter.
Well, it's something that every pitcher who's ever picked up a baseball dreams about, and he's done it. A no-hit gem in one of the most dominant performances I've seen in a while. He's in the record books forever now.
Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Yeah, probably the easiest player of the game decision we'll have to make all year. He got some help along the way from his defense, but all in all, this was his show, and he winds up in the history books with a no-hitter.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victory.